方が抑えられない衝動なら心に従うよ So the answer 高くそびえ立つ壁にはナンバーつけてぶっ壊した数を数えんのさ過去を積み重ねそして繋がっていて今が未来を信じさせてくれる痛みを伴っても誓うよ輝くあの空に You have come to my life 君と進めるのさ Start again たどり着くまで僕らはずっと奏で続ける The music チャチな正義感にイライラしたってって簡単ちゃえば苦労はしないさ
燃え上がれ燃え上がれ燃え上がってガンダム君よ走れ
Hello. Yeah, if you can't tell from the title, I'm going to be doing even though it's really hard to read, let me see. Nope, that doesn't help. Okay, it's the Wing Gundam Zero Endless Waltz Real Grade. So, alright. You can shut up the Gundam music. There we go. So yeah, turn on the fan for a second here. That was weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and start opening this up. See what we got here. Now, some people think that before you start building the kit, you should rinse the runners. Rinse the runners in soapy water, because when they make these when they make the plastic and everything, when they make these they put the plastic in like an oil, or at least there's an oil in the base or something like that. There's oil, there's some kind of oil that they use to make it so that way when the mold is finished, they can easily take it out of the mold without it getting stuck inside and pieces chipping and stuff like that. And so you get a little bit of that oily residue. Now, to be honest with you, you can't really feel it. It's not like you pull these out and they feel oily or something. But a lot of people say, especially for people who you know, get real detailed and with all the paint and everything like that, they usually recommend washing these first, because the oil does, I guess, apparently have some effect on the paint. But since I'm just building right now and my finger oils will get all over it anyway, so it doesn't really bother me that much. So let's go ahead. So you got 2 runners so far. Let's see, we got, there's the frame, at least part of it. 4, 5 runners. 6, 7. And 8 and 9. So 9 runners total, which is quite a bit, but not crazy. And of course, you got all the decals and everything, which I do not usually put decals on if I'm going to add anything to it. I usually try to do it with paint, just little, you know, panel lines and stuff like that. Usually I'll use like an emerald for the eyes and things, but otherwise I don't really do much when it comes to that. So, love these instructions. Well, see, I personally think that a lot of the decals look really cheesy. Like if you're looking at these ones here, like I'm fine with like these little like white and gray details and stuff like that, because they do add kind of like definition to it. But like when it comes to like the center, like these green ones, right? I would much rather just use like a shiny emerald paint than a. It's the eyes. It's if you look at the instruction manual here, you can almost tell already. It's this. It's the eyes, and then there's a center right here. Center section that also has it on it. Yeah. I mean, technically, if I wanted to be more accurate, I'd probably use like some sort of like green, like stained glass or something. I don't know. Not stained glass, because that would be less accurate actually, but you know what I mean. It's not actual like jewels or anything. That's just glass, I guess. See, here's the weird thing, right? So in Gundam, the pilots in general sit inside the chest of the Gundams. So I think those are supposed to be more like sensors and cameras, not actual like. It's not like a viewport or anything. Like no one's looking through that, but they are where like the cameras are. So yeah, just a thought, I guess. Get all these out of the way for now. So this is not helping. Here we go. B5, and I'm holding B, so it's perfect. I mean, I can always just, you know, click it and then make it so everyone can. Is it embarrassment on me? I feel like is it not an embarrassment on you? Really? Oh yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of it that way. Well, you know, lots of people do this while responding to their chats and stuff like that. So it's not weird if all of a sudden there was a voice, especially since everyone knows I'm talking to you. I don't know why I'm doing this to the frame. I don't even think the frame is usually visible on these things, so maybe I'll just cut it down as good as I can and not deal with it. Tice, why don't you come lay down? Instead of, oh, you brought me a toy. Let me see. Okay, so you want me to turn it which away? This away? Okay. Okay. So that reminds me, I wanted to get not new nippers, but I did want to get new side cutters. Because the side cutters I have kind of suck. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. They were just like some random... What? Mm-hmm. No. No. No, no way. Are you talking about my earbud? Yeah, no, I think I lost that at the airport. Or I'm trying to remember where I had my headphones out at exactly. But don't really remember. But it would have been at some point when I pulled them out of my pocket, because that's usually when they pop off. No, no. Well, at least I don't think so anyway. I'm trying to remember why I had them in my pocket to begin with. I don't know. Oh well. This is a foot. I could tell already this is a foot. Just look at that. That's... Oh, okay. D18. You're welcome. What would you rate it out of 10? Really? That low? That's surprising. Yeah, that show really blew my mind the first time I watched it. That's strange. Did I cut the right one? I did not. That's why. That makes sense. Why it didn't look right. Because it wasn't. You know what I need you to do? I need you to make me be more responsible about doing root beer reviews. Why? because the only way that I'll do them is if you get on my case. No, waste it on little things that don't matter. Well, all I would have you do is just be like, you're not allowed to call me until you do your roper review. Cause don't you want them to? They're not a chore. I mean, they're a chore in the sense that, like, they require effort. I do, but, like, I also, there's a lot of days where I feel like it, where I don't. But why? If I feel like it, but I do feel like it, but I don't. Like, I feel like doing it, but then I don't do it because I just... I do something else, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, if you did that, that would be very helpful. Huh. Okay, let's see, D14. I mean, I've literally had a bottle sitting in the fridge for a couple days. Just waiting. I do want to, I just don't. Because usually I usually just want to get on and start talking. Or watching, or whatever we're going to do. I need you to stop me from imbibing. Nice. Imbibing. Yeah, IMBI. Well, usually you use it in the text, in the way, like, you usually talk about drinking or something, but it's just having what you want, kind of idea. Instead of doing what you need to do, you do what you, well, not need, because I do like doing the rope beer reviews, but it's much easier and enjoyable to just call you right away when I get home. So that's why I don't do it, because I distract myself from doing it. I know, it's all your fault. You're your own worst enemy. no surprise to me. I am my own worst enemy. Where is... Oh, okay. Leg units. I love that they're called leg units. Leg Unit 1 reporting in. Say what? Leg units. Leg Unit 1 reporting in. Leg Unit 2 reporting in. Leg Unit 3 reporting in. Leg Unit 4 reporting in. Together they make the Leg Squad. Their motto, never skip leg day. Can't get a hold of them. Is a royalty-free jazz playlist I found. Yeah, it is jazz. I usually default to jazz. I don't know why. Cowboy Bebop show came out today. I haven't watched it yet. Kind of steeling myself for the worst. I mean, I never really expected it to be good, but I just got a feeling it's really, really not going to be good. I guess not. Look at his pretty red. I just like threw that across the. Okay. Yeah, I threw a threw one of these because it got caught on my finger. So I just kind of whipped it across the room. Well, across the desk. I shouldn't say across the room. Oh, look at his pretty red shoes. They're so pretty. There we go. Pretty, pretty red shoes. You know what I think? I think we should start watching Midnight Mass together. Because I am enjoying it quite a bit. And I haven't quite finished the first episode, but I've gotten most of the way through it, or like halfway through it. And I'm like, I think this isn't, it's not, I don't think it's going to be so scary that it would like scare you. But I think it'll be entertaining. Which a lot of his shows are like that, so that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that beforehand, but... I can tell it's going to be going somewhere that I really enjoy, at least. You looked it up. Don't look up too much, because you'll probably get spoilers. I literally know nothing about it, just so you know. All I know is it's directed... Because it's directed by Mike Flanagan, and Mike Flanagan has made some shows and some movies that I really like. And so he has proven his worth to me, so I wanted to see what his newest thing was. And then the other thing too, even though we don't really, you know, we very rarely agree with each other totally, Vadi was saying that it was one of the best things that Mike Flanagan's made, so he made The Haunting of Bly Manor. He made The Haunting on Hill House. He made Dr. Sleep. He made The Haunting on Hill House. No, neither of them are the doll one. There's no dolls in either one of them. I think so. I don't remember a spooky doll. I don't think so. Now you got me thinking, was there a dollhouse in either one of those? I don't think so. But yeah, Hill House was great. Hill House was very cool. I really enjoyed that one. The only thing about his shows that I have a complaint with is that the endings usually suck. But they're worth the journey. Because he does something that very few horror movie writers do, and he likes to do happy endings. So like everything works out in the end usually, but I'm like, I wanted everyone to die, so. Well, I like tragic endings more than happy endings. And I feel like a lot of his shows could easily have tragic endings, but he always goes with the happy ending instead. Well, I take that back. Bly Manor, I would say, has a happy tragic ending, if that makes any sense. That's confusing. Oh, I see. Okay, so that faces this way, and then this goes this way? So it does. All right. But like Haunting of Bly Manor and Haunting of Hill House both seem thematically similar, I guess you would say, Whereas so far from what I've seen of the new one, Midnight Mass, it seems I really like the setting. The setting is like on like, I guess you would call it almost like a Midwestern island. Like it's like this little island where like, you know, maybe like 20 people live on it, and they're just kind of like this small little community. And nothing spooky's happened yet, but you're kind of getting the sense of like, ooh, something's gonna happen here on this tiny little island where no one can escape, you know? And I'm very excited to see what happens. But like I said, I'm only halfway through the first episode. So that's why I was suggesting it, because I was like, so far I'm really enjoying it. And no, it's supposed to be spooky. Well, again, like I said, Mike Flanagan's stuff isn't like scary. His stuff is like, how do I put it? It's not, his stuff is not super scary to me. It's almost like scary with a dash of like heartwarming, if that makes sense. It's like, yes, there was a ghost, but we all learned a lesson in the end. Like, I don't know how to put it. Like, usually the existence of the ghost or whatever in the story is usually related to some other sad story. So by the end of the show, this thing that you're afraid of the whole time usually ends up being something sympathetic, something you're like, oh, I'm actually kind of like sad for the ghost or whatever. And that's usually how all the main characters feel too. And then at the end, they're like, let's just leave it in peace. Let's give it its home back, you know, that sort of thing. But up until that point, the ghost is running around spooking people, so it is scary in that way. So, I mean, that's been my experience. I don't know about Midnight Mass because I don't know anything about Midnight Mass, but that's generally how his shows go, where it's just kind of like, you know, semi-happy endings. Like, maybe, yeah, because in the end, it's like, you know, maybe bad stuff happens, but at the end of the story, it's like, and everyone was okay. Except for all those who died. You know? Like, this is weird. How does this fit exactly? Oh, what? Hold on a bit. How does that work? Oh. No, that doesn't help at all. Oh! I figured it out. Would you like that? Wow. Bit like a puzzle it is. Alright. Let's see. Oh, now for his tippy toes. For his tippy toes. Here's E. F. A. B. Oh, E. Oh, here we go. We need E3. There it is. So yeah. Yeah, do you ever have that experience when you're watching a show and like there isn't a lot going on in it exactly, but like somehow it's still like getting you excited. Like you're like ooh, like there's enough like mystery to be like, what's gonna happen? What is this about? I don't even know what it's like. The fact that like the fact that like you don't know what the thing is about is almost like the reason why it's so exciting to watch. What a terrible spot for a... Well, I usually try to start around this time. That's usually my goal. Is 7 o'clock or so. I don't know how long I'll be doing this for. I'll probably have to take a break during it at the very least. Yeah. I'll probably have to help out with a few things, but I'll just... No, like literally help with stuff. Thanksgiving stuff. So. I was listening to a guy talk about how he and his girlfriend have started celebrating. His girlfriend lives in Vancouver, and they've started celebrating American Thanksgiving instead of Canadian Thanksgiving because they think it works out better because they like how close it is to Christmas. They're like, we hate the fact that you have to wait for like 2 more months. Do we really think Thanksgiving is a major holiday though? Like it's not like all you do is eat. Like it's not like a gift giving holiday. Yeah, but like I don't know. I don't think of it as like a I don't know. I guess I just don't think of it that way. But yeah, they were talking about how they enjoy the feeling of being done with Thanksgiving and then being able to just hop into Christmas. And I said, agreed. These early Christmas folks need to learn to wait. Let me enjoy my fall. That's what I says to them. I say, whoa, fall people, hold your horses. I've barely even gotten my pumpkins. Lid for my water. Oh well. I says to them, let me have my pumpkins. And if they say no, well then guess what? I push them off a cliff. Push them right off a cliff. Talking about how the Christmas people won't let me have my fall. What I'm gonna start doing is I'm not even gonna celebrate Christmas. I'm just gonna celebrate Life Day and forget about Christmas. Be like, I only follow Shriwook religions. Thank you very much. Do not recognize the holiday. I only recognize the holiday of the great worship tree on the planet of Kashyyyk. And then the only thing we watch is the Star Wars Christmas special over and over again. Or, excuse me, the holiday special. Because there is no Christmas in Star Wars. Living my best life. It's crazy to me that a foot, I'm putting together a foot. Oop. I will be right back. was I? Right. Right. Let's see, how much of a process is this? Oh, okay. Not too bad. Maybe I'll try to get a couple legs done. I don't know if I'll get much more done than that, but that's what I'll try to get done at the very least. Just kind of. I wonder how much skin I've sanded off my thumbs. You know, you know. You know, there's part of me that thinks that I should just keep you unmuted because I think I'd get more viewers from people just being like, what did she say? Did she just say she wants a baggie of his sanded skin? Oh. If they knew that the person I was talking to was talking about collecting my sanded skin, they'd be like, all right, we gotta tune in just to see what semi psychopathic thing she'll say this time. Listen, I never told you I wanted to collect your skin in a bag. I'm just saying. Stop repeating it. Oh, that's funny. I do, very much so. Let's see. I wonder why that happens. I get these like. Let's see if it focuses. Kinda. Sucks. I got like the whole background covered by my hands and somehow it still won't focus on the piece that I'm trying to get it to focus on. There we go. Sorta. Come on. You can't really see it, I guess. Even, well, yeah, you can't see it, especially when it's unfocused. For some reason, when I'm using the racer, every once in a while it leaves these like weird kind of like almost like serrated looking edges on stuff. It's very strange. But still. Very strange. Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well that's why I was trying to do Ripper reviews every Friday. Okay, real talk. This whole time were you thinking about that, or did that just come off the top of your head? Okay, because you were quiet. Because you were quiet for a second there, and then you start talking, and that's what you say. So I was like, were you sitting there the whole time, just like contemplating? It's quiet in comparison to like it's um it's very on brand. It's fuzzy. I don't have any anything going off saying that I'm. Hold on a second though. That's weird. There we go. Just realized I wasn't seeing the stream quality. It's green, which is good. I've dropped about 1,000 frames out of 2 million frames or something like that, so. Which I don't even think you would notice that, honestly. I don't think you would notice if I dropped. Anyway. And this goes like so. I guess. That's so funny because I can't really tell if I'm just like squeezing things into places where they're not supposed to go. It's just all guesswork. Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of cool. I can see why, because the one guy was talking about how like older kits like this tend to like get loose over time, and I can understand why, because like all the joints are like these these sliding joints, and just from moving them around, I can see how eventually it would just wear into them, especially with how soft this plastic is, for sure. Is it still blurry, by the way? Weird. Still all green over here. You know, this camera only films at 30 frames a second. I wonder if I should turn the stream down to 30 frames per second, because interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, let's see. What's next? E. F. E. 8, E6, E7. Oh, okay. I get used to the kind of this softer. You got to be kind of softer with the eraser than with a normal sanding stick, because it's. I mean, it just really just rubs the stuff off so fast. And I found the perfect. I found the perfect Spotify playlist. I'll tell you what, this is exactly the music I was looking for. Where? It goes here and where? Oh, I see. So it goes like. Gonna fit very snugly, but that's good. I like. This piece, top of the footsie tootsies. Fine. Starting to look like a leg. Never. was hoping to get 2 legs done. Or both legs done. I don't think that's possible. You'll never guess where my mom went for dinner today. Nope. He had a regular old burger. Like, just like the old, it's called the old timer. That's what it's called. I forgot. But it's like they're like plain, like, got cheese, it's got lettuce, got tomatoes. I like ketchup or mayonnaise. Goes this way. Wow. That very sensual leg. E2, E4. Since that's all that's left. No, like I said, I don't usually put decals on. I'd probably put on decals after I got done painting any kind of like extra bits that I wanted to. So I save all the decals and stuff, but except for on some of them I got rid of the decals on, which was, thinking back, kind of stupid. I should not have done that. I guess the thing is I don't really mind decals that much, but I hate stickers. You know what I mean? Well, and stickers look bad. They just look bad. They look fake. They don't look like they're part of the thing. Where decals kind of have that like kind of transparent thing. And you can only really tell when you look real close that they're not just like normal details that are just part of the plastic. Now for the kneecap. Where to put the kneecap at? Here it is. Starting to get used to this lighter touch. Lighter touch. Wow. Okay. That's a leg. That's a whole leg. Okay. Welcome back. Okay, go ahead. Oh, okay. That's all you got. Kind of sad, really. I mean, really expected a lot out of you. Disappointed. See, that's just the kind of person you are. Kind of person that when I say I'm disappointed, you go, you were expecting more? That makes me so proud. It means that you take a lot of pride in something. I don't know. I'm sure it's a good thing. Oh man, that was a yawn. Yawn. I have to assume yes. I have to. That feels like something that could not be ignored if it was happening. I mean, it might be one of the only cases where that would be possible. Yeah, because I feel like that would be like an uncontrollable thing. Like the yawn forces the rest to happen. That's usually a banger, I guess. Okay. Because it's so random. No tornadoes. I respect their power, but I ain't afraid of them. Did you know that there's one of the rooms in full or in side tube is just 24/7 Ghost Adventures now. That's so great. No, not really, no. Yeah, seriously. Not only that, but you caught me in like when I was returning. Because I had already left once before for like a year. Yeah. I don't know if there was a reason. I think it just wasn't part of my day anymore. I don't know how else to put it. I found other ways to keep myself distracted. I'm not sure. Clearly. Otherwise, where would you be now? I mean, maybe you'd still just be hanging out in there. Maybe you'd just be hanging out in there, talking with Wizard all day and yeah, I mean, you would have probably just joined the chat like you did, maybe. Yeah, but we all know who the specialist is. Prague. You still talk to him? Yeah, right. Well, at least, well, then you can get COVID then. It's funny because he was the kind of like dumb that like I genuinely was like, well, this has to be an act. Yeah, he works for like a lab or something, but I just remember I just remember every once in a while he would say things where I'd be like, this person can't work in a lab, because if he works in a lab, we're doomed. All these little tiny intricate details, like I could, like, just crazy. Anyway. I should show you one of the videos of Hey Wubby Money. He's a streamer, but he does a game show every once in a while called The Price is Scuffed, and it's basically like this basement version of like The Price is Right. And it's so funny because it's just usually like he either asks people like on the live stream, like the people that are in the Discord and stuff like that, he'll ask them, like he'll be like, come on down, and they'll join the Discord and everything, and then they'll you know, they do the whole price guessing games and all that stuff. And the last one was pretty funny because there's this one guy who was he's kind of a weird kind of drunk dude. That's his like whole comedy is, he's just kind of like a weirdo. But he comes on the show and they want him to play like one of those arcade kind of like, I think it was like an arcade basketball game to see how many he could get. Oh no, it was beer pong. And he did really good in the first round. So they were like, all right, for the second round, you're going to have to do it again. But this time, you're going to have a lizard on you. And they brought out a horned, what do you call those lizards? A horned, they're like the ones you can have as pets. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes, a bearded dragon. That's it. So they brought out a bearded dragon. And it was so funny because they thought they were going to scare him and be like, oh, we're going to put this lizard on you while you try to play beer pong. And he's like, oh my God, a bearded dragon. I used to have one of these when I was a kid. And he like grabs it and picks it up. He's like, this one's a little dehydrated, but... Right, so he just stands there and holds it in one hand while he's playing beer pong. Just lets it crawl all over him and everything. And he was so happy. Like, he was so... Like, you could just see Wubby, the host. He was just like, well, this didn't go the way I expected it to go. I thought it would make it harder, but I think I just gave him more power. But yes, he puts a lot of effort into his game shows. It's pretty entertaining. I'm back. There you go. Yeah, that's my repair kit. They're all right here. See? I don't know if you can. Yeah, it comes with all this stuff in it. Spare screws, extra like nose pads, 4 spare screws. There's 2 bigger ones and 2 tiny ones. Basically 2 of everything is what's inside one of these. I think this one came with my glasses. I'm pretty sure, I'm going to assume that maybe they've, you know, I don't know for sure, but I'll bet that glass screws are probably, what do you call it? What's the word? Well, not patented, but like uniform. Yeah, they're all uniform, is what I was trying to say. That's my assumption, or else glass repair kits would be stupid. Because I'm pretty sure that the same thing comes in all glasses repair kits, so. I know I did not buy that. I know it must have either been given to me by a doctor or as a gift by someone at some point. I don't know. Yeah, if you know someone who wears glasses. It'd be weird for someone who didn't. Yeah, but I already have a repair kit. Luckily, you know someone. Well, I feel like if you notice it, then you're not as dumb as maybe you could be. Because I know I've had plenty of times, especially while working and stuff like that, where I've done something that was just like you know better than this. Why would you do this? It's like the whole like, you know, you're looking all over for something that's in your hand sort of stuff. Yeah. I've never done that because I don't ever wear my glasses on my head like that, but yeah, I totally would. Actually, I only wear my glasses 2 ways, off and on. I've never done one of these before. I used to want that when I first started wearing glasses. I thought that would be very useful, but then I realized that it's like also really stupid looking. So. Yeah, you look like an old lady when you're 12 years old. Like, hold on, let me get my glasses on. You even know me when I was 12. Yeah, watch it. Although I don't know what you could have done to me when I was 12 years old, because you would have been... Right, exactly. Okay. That's not... Listen, that's not weird at all, honestly. I don't know. I remember I was probably acting like a velociraptor when I was that age, so... I still barely do. It's funny because it's weird, like the difference I think between now and then is if someone asked me to act like a velociraptor back then, I would do it. But now if someone asked me to be a velociraptor, I wouldn't. But I would do it on my own, just like for... Mm-hmm. I mean, that'd be something to see. That would definitely be something to see, all right. Oh, yeah. Hmm. What I always say. We'll see. It's up there, I'm sure. If I promise nothing, then you can never be disappointed. Well, that's good. Exactly. See? Oh, we've all disappointed someone at some point. As opposed to too much. You need some of that heat to disperse, I think. Too much. You need some of that heat to disperse. I don't know. Time to Google. Probably gonna be like, oh, it's a dance invented by Ricky Martin in 2011. Nobody really noticed. Why not? Right. But if it was, that'd be pretty cool. Chances are no. But if it was, well, I hope the basement's like 50 degrees then, because that's the only way that would be acceptable. What's regular? I don't know what regular is to you. That's disgusting. Not regular at all. Good thing you don't have choice in the matter. Yeah, you're gonna go upstairs and change the thermostat or whatever? Yeah. No. I like to feel cold enough where I feel like I need to use a blanket. Or the red one. I've been wearing the red one for the last couple days. Tis. if it's cold. Otherwise, no. Yeah, me too. I thought you already knew that, because I thought you were looking for those last time we were there. Well, we were at one point, but you were also looking for some for. Mm-hmm. Does he collect like a certain? Okay. He had so many too. I got Michael Myers, I got Gizmo, and I got Stripe. Which, like I know I don't talk about, well, last year I talked about it a lot, I feel like, but like getting me something from Gremlins is almost as good as getting something Halloween related. It's like Gremlins is my slice of Halloween for Christmas. Because it's a Christmas movie, but it's also kind of a scary movie, so it's perfect in every way. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh, you have to tell me his name sometime. Said you'll have to tell me his name sometime. Oh, that's coincidental. Nope, disagree. I mean, I did disagree, so that means I can. So there's that. And you can't stop me. I really want to go to Hell's Gate with you next year. That's what I'm very excited about. Or whenever. It doesn't really matter when. I think the thing is like, you know, the haunted houses that we went to were really cool, but like this one is just such a, it's on a different level. You know what I mean? It really is almost like, I don't want to go as far as saying it's like a show, but it feels very, I don't know, it's hard to explain because it's definitely still scary, but there's just so much put into it. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it just feels very big. Like, you get done doing it and you're like, wow, that was impressive. Most impressive. Chernobyl. Very good show. Very good show. Very impressive. How? I I don't see how it could have gotten any better than it was. I mean, like, but like, they showed that there's a lot of episodes were just about the devastation. Well, the problem is a lot of that was long term. You know what I mean? I mean, you saw what happened to the firefighters right away. I thought that was super interesting that the firefighters' clothes are still in the hospital and they're still irradiated. It was like, yeah, it was like 380 something or something. Zero? Remember, 3.9 was the equivalent of 40 X-ray machines. No, not an X-ray machine, 40 X-ray machines. Because that was his point, was that in that one episode where everyone kept saying, oh, it's 3.9, that's acceptable. 3.9, that's acceptable. And then the one guy's like, yeah, 3.9, well, I was told that that's like an X-ray machine. And then he's like, no, it's more like it's 40 X-ray machines. Because he was the only one that when he heard 3.9, he was like, oh, the town should be evacuated probably, or the facility should be evacuated. He was the only one who said that out of everyone. Everyone else is like, oh, that's acceptable, that's acceptable. It's like, he's like, it's... Yeah. I wonder what that guy would have thought about the way he was presented in that show. Although, you know what the interesting thing is that I was reading today. Was it today? I don't know if it was today or not. But I was reading an article and they were talking about how like it was, that show was very, very, very like it's pretty darn accurate to how everyone said it was. So I read someplace too that they filmed a lot of those the control room scenes in another facility, or a lot of the show was filmed around another facility that's in Russia that was basically like, it was this very similar blueprints to Chernobyl, so that's how they were able to get everything like inside to look like how it should have looked and everything. And because basically they were able to find like an almost exact copy of Chernobyl that's still a functioning nuclear plant that they could film in. It kind of reminds me of when Watchmen came out, and the TV show Watchmen, and that basically like taught a whole bunch of people about the Tulsa massacre, which is like one of those things that isn't really taught in, obviously it's not taught in school and stuff like that, and it's kind of an important event, but like it's one of those things that, like, you know, Americans aren't proud of, so we don't bring it up in our history all that much, you know. But I remember when that show came out, it was there was a lot of people that thought it was fictional. Like there's a lot of people who were like, "Oh man, that must be one of those comic book things because this is a comic book show, so that must have." It's like, no, that happened. That did happen. That actually happened. A and E. Makes me wonder which one I'll have more fun with, the real grade of this or the Verka. Because the Verka is actually newer, so it should be pretty nice, but I don't know either. I almost wonder if, like, after they made this one, if the guy who designs the Verkas was like, oh, that's what you think a realistic Wing Zero would look like? Here, hold my beer. And then he's like trying to show off, like, here's what a realistic Wing Zero would look like. To compare them when I get to them. Well, if I go by my normal kind of like, let's see. I don't think it'll take me as long as the Unicorn did, because the Unicorn is kind of messy. There's nothing really messy about this one. So let's see, I've got the legs tonight, and then maybe I'll get the waist and the body done. And then the arms on another night. And then probably the head and wings and weapons on the last night, maybe. So it'd be like 4 or 5 sessions, assuming that I can get everything done that I want to get done. I don't know why, I just don't have the same, like when I first started doing this, when I first started getting into the models and stuff like that, I would come home and that's all I would do, is just make the models. I'd put on a TV show, watch it in the background, and just make these all night. And then I'd build like one a night basically. But that's about how long it takes. So but I don't do that anymore. Okay. What do you mean in the evening? What time? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, okay, okay. So you're gonna be working late, is what you're saying. Later. Well, you see, yeah, you said the evening, but the evening, you know. But yeah, okay, that makes sense. Maybe I'll finally do a Rip Beer review tomorrow. Maybe. Yeah, but I can do that first. No, do the Rip Beer review first. Oh yeah, that's true. Question only you can answer. Well, I mean, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. But you just assumed it. So. Uh-huh. Am I? Okay. Are you trying to savor it? Oh, shucks. I said, oh, shucks. No, this is just funny. Let's see, how complicated does this thing look? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Let's see. This doesn't look too complicated. Let's see if I can do this. No, the other way. Okay. Need C. 19 and C4. Okay. Little tiny pieces that are going to be so easy to lose. Whatever falls off. Or does. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This goes. Really? Okay. 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 I see. To build? That's tough. How do you do this? I'm looking for my tweezers. I gotta think. Let me look. I really enjoyed building the Barbados. That was a long time ago, I think. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to say. I remember really liking building the Psycho Gundam. That was cool. That's the he's the big one that's in the case. I find a lot of the bigger ones are actually fun to build because they don't require a lot of pieces and they just look cool when they're done. I mean, like when I go to build, whenever I decide to actually sit down and build like the Dendrobium will be, that'll be something else. But like the Nightingale and like the She Gundam and the Penelope, like I feel like those will be fun builds too because they're big chunky Gundams. I need F. Where's F? F's the one I haven't taken anything off of yet. Okay. Need those. F5 and F6. Yeah, those. Okay. So I decided to go a little bit beyond the legs because I finished the legs. So I am going to try to get the waist done too tonight. A8, A7. Which I'm actually almost halfway through already. A8, A7. Actually, it's not too difficult. At least so far. Other than it's kind of a weird shape, but funny because this is actually the first Endless Waltz custom I've built. Oh, you know what? I take that back. Remember how I told you I used to build these when I was a kid? I actually had an Endless Waltz, or I had a wing Endless Waltz custom. God, I can't talk. A Wing Zero custom from Endless Waltz when I was a kid that I built. Yeah. That's what war is. An endless waltz. Yeah. A dance that never ends. An endless waltz. But it's funny because the end of that movie actually ends with them stopping a war, so it's kind of funny. Stopping a war and then to like prove their point that they don't want any more war, they actually destroy the Gundams at the end of it. Like they explode them or whatever. Like what do you call that? I can't think of the word. Self-destruct. I adore the Endless Waltz designs for all of the Gundams that are in Endless Waltz. They're just all fantastic looking. Like, it would be hard to explain without showing them to you, but funny part is they've never, well, I shouldn't say never. They did make old high grades of them, but the old high grades are way out of print. Those are the ones that I had when I was in junior high. Were the old ones. Which I actually found pictures of them the other day, and I never realized how like there was no detail on them at all. Like, very much depended a lot on like painting, but I remember them looking just as good as these ones do. But they didn't look that good at all, actually. But yeah, so but they've never, I keep saying never, and that's not true. They haven't ever released the movie versions of the Endless Waltz Gundams as any kind of like modern high grade, except for they did P-Bandai versions of them, which sucks because that means I will never get them. And but they're my favorite by far. They're my favorite designs. So one day, the only one that they ever released, I think, was the Death Scythe Hell, which I have that. I'm pretty sure it's the version from the movie. But all the other ones, because the ones that I have, the Endless Waltz ones that I have that are master grade, they are, if I remember correctly, they're like redesigns from the guy who created the original designs. He like redesigned them all to like look better, but I disagree. I don't think they look better. I think they look worse than the original designs. Especially Ultron, because Ultron looked so cool in Endless Waltz, but now he just looks like the old version again, which is cool looking, but not nearly as cool looking as the original one, which is hard to explain when you can't see it, but you know. Yeah, the only one that they never mess with is funny enough is Wing Zero. Like, Wing Zero always looks like the Wing Zero. It doesn't matter. Like, they don't really do much to mess with his look. Oh shoot, what did I do here? I messed that up. Let's see if the part separator will work for this. Oh, good. I thought I was gonna break it. All right. Hmm. That's an interesting way of doing it for sure. No, no, I'm just the way that they decided to make it so the fins fit on here is interesting. It's actually pretty smart. I'm just always really kind of like impressed by the engineering on this stuff, because it's always like, man, who thought of that? Like, who was like, hey guys, we should like make these like fins like all twisty and stuff, so that way you can just like kind of like attach them, and I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's really cool when you think about it, because it's like someone had to think of that as being like, guys, wouldn't it be a great idea if we did this way, and that way you actually have more kind of like articulation when you put it on? And it's like, yeah, that would be cool. That's a great idea, Junji. Well, that is one nice thing about these things. They don't really, if you screw up your sanding, they don't like ruin the whole surface. I do really like that about these, is you can kind of screw up and it doesn't look bad. You sound like you're about to pass out, so. You do. Now you don't, but you did. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Heard it many, many times. See? Nothing. That's usually a good sign, though, that you're fading when your answers become nonverbal. It is true. Yeah, exactly. Be fading away. Well, I'm gonna be done soon anyway, so. Oh, I am. I'm almost done. As soon as I get done with the waist here. No. No thank you. No, you don't know me. She said as she yawned. I know, but you did very soon after. C17, C16. Okay. You know, I genuinely wonder how good this computer is now. There is some sort of thing where you could do like a benchmark thing and it can tell you how good it is, but versus whatever, I don't know. Right. No. No, that one. One or two, I think. You know, I haven't been super like, you know, like, let's not savor this one. I'm okay with savoring that one. Cause it's fine. Like, it's fine. Like, it's fine. Like, it's like, I'm not I don't have, you know, sometimes you watch a show and you get that thing where you're like, I need to watch the next episode. I need to watch the next episode, you know? And I don't necessarily feel that way about that show. I get done with an episode and I'm like, yeah, okay. I can wait until you want to watch the next one. I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about it. It's fine, but it's like I don't regret watching it or anything like that. But like, you know, if I had never watched it, I'd also be fine too. It's doing the same thing for me that American Horror Story did, which it's by the same person who made both shows, so it makes a lot of sense. Where it's like there are certain plot lines that I find very interesting, and there are other plot lines that I just wish were not in the show. Like, I'm just have zero interest in what's going on in them. Worst part is it's, well, I guess I don't have to worry about it too much anymore, is one of them was the brother and his girlfriend, so I just did not care about them at all, so probably why I fell asleep during the episode. But I was awake enough to kind of see most of what happened, and I saw at the very least I saw the end of it. So I'm. Yeah, that's. I think I didn't barely get into it at all. Like it was still the beginning, I guess. his stuff always gets like it goes from being kind of like cool and creepy and weird and stuff, and then all of a sudden it just gets like very like sexual, and I'm like, why? Yeah, I hate that. If it's used for the right way, yeah, but if it's just there to make you uncomfortable, well, no, I take that back, because there's definitely times I can think of where I thought them using that as a method to make the audience feel uncomfortable. I thought it's worked really, really well. But like, I don't know, his shows almost feel like when you're watching them, he's like, look how weird I am. Look at the weird thing I put in my show. Ooh, isn't this naughty? Like, and it's like, that's the sort of thing where I'm like, no, it's not. It's not at all. Go away. Like a lot of like the interaction between the boyfriend and the girlfriend down in the basement and stuff like that, when he was still in the cage and stuff like that, where it's just like, ooh, look how dirty I can be. Ooh. Like, it's like, okay, you know, I was 13 once too. I don't know. Like the only season, it's funny because I would argue that it's actually probably the most sexual, I guess you would say, season of the show was the first season of American Horror Story. Had a lot of like kind of like dominatrix gimp, like a lot of that kind of like stuff, but like it was very creepy. And I really enjoyed that. Like, it was used the right way. Like, it was genuinely unsettling. Like, why is there a gimp in this house? And I don't even remember if that is ever answered. Like, it just feels like it's one of those things that's just there to creep you out. But like, that whole season was that way, where it was really kind of like twisted and vaguely sexual and stuff like that. But the thing was it all had a payoff to it. You know, there was a reason that was all there. It didn't feel like it was because I'm a weirdo who makes weird television shows. It felt like earned. It felt like, yeah, because this is the crazy stuff that happened in this house. So that's why these things are in here. There we go. The waste is done. I'm already ahead of schedule. Maybe I'll get the body and the arms done the next time. I don't know. These arms look pretty complicated. Where's the head? Oh, the head is like this one little section right here. Oh, wow. That won't be too difficult at all. All right. So I guess that means I'm signing off for now. Yes. No. There's literally nobody. Not even you. You're not even in the audience. Well, no, you're not, because you're not logged into YouTube, so it doesn't even say you're a participant. So. Well, it doesn't it doesn't show you as someone who can participate in the chat. Make a channel. But I don't have any chat participants. It looks like it's empty. It's empty. Nobody's here. You're make-believe. I'm gonna color you in, oh, that's boring. Light blue. Paint. I don't know about designs. Let's see. Oh no, that's not pink. What about flesh? That's pretty pink. What's baby? No. Here, hold on, let me go back. I think that's yellowy orange. It's flesh. The color of flesh. There's pink. This is pink. I don't know what baby pink is. Cotton candy pink. Hold on. Let me see if I can mix this one a little bit more and see if it turns pinker. Alright, let's see how this one looks. If I can get any of it to come out. Gotta like... No, it's just, it's never been used. So I gotta... It's already open. It's already open. It's already open. It's just I've never used it. I think it was dried in the tip. Which means I need to shake it a lot more, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. Because it came out. Pink. It's not cotton candy pink. Let's see. Orange, pink, red, Sazabi red, magenta, I have a pink somewhere. Well, I got this one. Hold on, let me rub the paint on my skin. Maybe this will be the correct pink for your pleasures. Ready? Yes? No? That just gave me like filled the whole room with paint vapors. I got this one too, now that I think about it. Shake this one up for you, see what you think of this one. Go. Are you ready? ready? Uh-oh. Cap got stuck. There we go. You ready for this one? Not cotton candy pink, that's for sure. That doesn't even look pink on the camera. It looks red, right? It is fluorescent pink, yes. Let me see if it looks better. Oh wow, that's so weird how it shows up as a different color on the camera. See, does it look? Wow, that's so crazy. I wonder if I could, I wonder if I can take a picture of it, and if it shows up right in the picture, because that's crazy. Even in the pictures, it looks kind of orange, but it is a bright pink. I think it's the way that the light's hitting it. Even still, though. Oh, no, I can't even get it. Like, it doesn't photograph. That's super crazy. Mm-hmm. Well, I have the lid back on, but here. You can. But like, look. Right, and the thing is like, if I'm looking at it, if I'm sitting here looking at it, it looks pinker inside of the jar than the cap. Yeah, it's super weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a color that can't be photographed or something. Well, I figured maybe it was just the... What's this? This is red, but it says it's a metallic red. Oh, I know, I gotta shake this up real good. Alright, can I get it out? Or is this one stuck too? I think it might be a little stuck in there too. Yeah, they're just tweezers. Oh, wow. They're, I guess you'd say hobby shop tweezers. I don't know if they really make a difference, but, oh, here we go. I mean, I guess you could. Actually, I don't. No. Well, no, I guess technically I do. I just do it with my fingers, that's all. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Well, you only get like a couple that are like kind of like strays or whatever you say. So you just grab them and tick. You can't really tell it's metallic, can you? You can, yeah, I guess you can tell it's metallic. Like the way it shines. Kinda cool. Makes my fingers look like I've got like makeup on my fingers. What else do I got over here? This is clear orange. Let's see. This is a hard one to find. I had a hard time finding this one. No, I don't remember that one. Do you remember what brand it was? Yes, I remember that now. Oh, I think it was AK, which actually is a brand that they don't sell in the United States. So it's a British brand, but we don't really sell it here. Orange. Shine Red. This is a really popular one. Let's see. It's like it's called Shine Red, but if I remember correct, it's like basically this is like Ferrari red, like it's specifically like the same color that they would put on like a Ferrari or whatever. I think it's this one. It's either this one or do I have the other one? No, this is it. This is the one that I was thinking of. This is the one that they put on Ferraris. It's called Matter Red. Because I think the guy who invented the colors last name was Matter or whatever, but it's like specifically like it's supposed to be a direct copy of like the car red. I have classic red. This is classic red here. Yeah. See. Yeah, for sure. I agree, actually. Ooh, it's getting vapory in here. You like the smell of paint? Sure. This is magenta. It was nice mint green. Let me look here. See, the colors are separated because I haven't used them very much, so when I look at the top, I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like a nice mint green. And then I pick it up and it's like, it would be mint green if it wasn't all separate. Let's see, this one might be what you're looking for. Is that a nice mint green? It's definitely got some green in it for sure. It's light green is what it's listed as, but what makes it minty? Hey guys. Ooh. It's bubbling out here. I wonder if it just needs to be mixed better or something. Yeah, it's a bubble. You know what I should try? Here. You know what? Where's my paper towels at? I got paint all over me now. I had paper towels. I'll show you this one. This one's actually really cool. This is chrome. It's a Bunimus. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well, but It's really cool. This is they're very good at metal paints. And I got this one here, which is stainless steel. This is another really cool looking metallic one. Right, I was looking for a... That's right, I wanted to try this to see if this would help. Where are they at? Ugh. Where'd they go? I bought these... There they are. It's not really making it any greener, honestly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you add these, and then they're supposed to be like... They make the painting mix easier. No. You like that one? Green blue. Now it's dust. Actually, now that I'm looking at my stuff over here. Oh, what's that one? Let's see. Let me look over here real quick. Because I wasn't really seeing too much of Mr. Color over here, but I do have this one. See what you think of this one. No, it's just basically green. It's a yellow green. Any other greens? Bright green. I have bright green. This is the one that I like to use for the eyes and stuff like that. Here, check a look. It's bright green. This is what I like to use for the eyes and things like that, so. It looks... it looks darker on camera than like it kind of is, because like it's almost like what you can't really see is how shiny it is. So it does kind of like it reflects off the light in an interesting way. What's this? Oh, I showed you that one already. Is this no. Do I have that one? I have the one I'm looking for, actually. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's over here. I had a Gundam one. Oop. I had a Gundam specific. Here it is. I'll put that aside for now. But this is, I like this color too. Bright blue. See, everything looks so much darker on the camera. That's interesting. But yeah, I got this one too. This is a Gundam yellow. Yeah, basically. That's it. It's specifically the yellow that is supposed to be used on mobile suits. Very bright yellow. I have that, and then I have the regular yellow. You can tell there's maybe a smidge more like orange or something in this yellow, in the Gundam yellow. It is, you can definitely tell. Let me open them and see if you could tell the difference. Open this one. Open this one. Oh yeah, there's definitely a difference. Which one? Like the Gundam one or the number 4? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it is. And then the Gundam one is like you said, almost it's mustardy. Mustardy's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Anyway. Whatever. It's probably me. Anyway. So. Anyway. Probably low, bro. Don't tell him. Where did... Okay, here it is. My tweezers away. Put my everything away. Look at the nice box I got for my tools. Right? They are. And then they're gone. Anyway. That's it. That's it. I'm done. You're welcome. Well, I hope you had a good time, because that's my catchphrase. So, anyway. All right. See you later.